Hey guys, how's it going? Over here with my dumbass brother. For those of you wondering, oh boy, another new tractor. It looks like a Cub. What is it? We think it's a 1962 Cub Cadet original. That is what the previous owner of it said. Story behind it was, I guess he bought it to restore. He collects old Cubs and other old garden tractors. I guess he bought it to restore. He bored the engine out at some point. The engine was originally a 7-horse. It is now an 8-horse. I can't remember the exact cylinder width of the 7-horse Kohler bore, but he said that if you get a 8-horse piston as well as a longer piston rod, and you put that in there, or shorter piston rod for the 8-horse, the 7-horse has a longer piston rod, and you do that change, you'll be able to make it into an 8-horse as well as bore out that cylinder. Like I said, I can't exactly remember how much it was bored out. I'll have to find out, and I'll put a little caption. So this is the Cub right here. I actually have not ran the date yet on it. I'm thinking 62 because that's what I was told. Tractor does move. I don't know if it shifts into all gears yet. We're gonna have to, it feels like it does go into some of the gears, but it seems kind of interesting the way that it shifts. We do not have all the parts for it at the moment. The guy that we got it off of, he said that he's got more pieces and parts for it in another building. He says that one of these days he'll dig them all out and bring them all over here once he gets over to that building. A very special thank you to him. Very nice guy. Really enjoyed working with him. So let's take a good long look at this tractor and let's see what all we've got. Start with, I already see that there's no carb, there's no air filter, no coil, no air filter assembly, no points, got a muffler, no gas tank. I don't see any trace of wiring. I wonder, looks like one of these places right here is where your key switch would have went.
Should we tell him how much I paid for it?
Again, if you want, you can tell him.
Well, guy was asking for $250. However, he came out, I paid him, we were checking around the building, and he looked at an old 3-point I had and said that he'd take $200 for it. So basically, it was a $50 tractor.
Plus he traded that 3-point, which we really didn't need that 3-point. And he's talking about coming back and buying the tractor it came off of. So, for those of you wondering what tractor it is, it's the tractor that we pulled that 18-horse Kohler out of to put in the Deutz, which still hasn't happened yet.
No throttle either.
Oh yeah, no throttle linkage right here.
Yeah, and then
which should be alright. We should be able to find.
No choke, no throttle, no starter.
I know you guys are see it. No drive shaft. That's right here. We do have some stuff in this bucket over here. I'll show you guys that here in a bit. This Cub actually really complements my 105 that I have sitting over there. There was also a couple other tractors with this Cub that I got. I'm not going to say what they are quite yet. You guys will find out. Make your guesses as to what you think they are. I'll give you a hint. They're close. And I'm pretty sure that we've had... Well, I know that we've had these on the channel before. I won't give any hints as to what they are, but I'm kind of excited to start tearing into them. Like I said before, this is a 8-horse, which actually it was a 7-horse. Oh, K181 shroud. So he did change the shroud as well, it looks like. Let's check the plug. Let's see how the plug looks. I need to switch hands. I smashed my thumb on my other hand with a hammer. Oh, the plug looks okay. Yet again, I don't know if that plug was just stuck in there and came out of another engine, or if it came out of this engine originally. Motor turns.
Would this be
And
the generator mounts?
Yep. And it does seem like it has compression, which is good. So the motor is potentially good. We'll have to tear into it a little bit further to find out. Let me put you guys in the stand. That way I can use both hands. And I'll set you guys up and we'll go over this thing and we'll get a good look at it. Let's go ahead and check this engine. Not so fucking loud. Let's see what we get. I don't wanna... Man, I want to pull on it bad. There we go. I don't want to smash my thumb into anything though. It's already broken. Not broken, but fucked. There we go. That shouldn't have been that hard to move. Nobody has checked the oil in this thing in a while.
Surprised it's not seized. That doesn't...
No dipstick.
Yeah.
So how the hell do you check your oil? That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Get me a long screwdriver. Doesn't matter, flat, Phillips, I don't care.
I think you checked the oil on the side.
Actually, I wonder if that's a dipstick right there. Just give me a long screwdriver since you're over there.
I'm looking for one.
In the drawer. On that. Not long enough.
That's what she said.
Dry.
That's great.
Well, he did. He's got something in it. He did say something about changing this to an 8-horse. So I wonder if he never got around to finishing it and just never put oil on it. I mean, that could be too.
Could explain why it doesn't have a dipstick either.
So now I want to know, how the hell do you check your oil in this thing? I bet you that right there that I was just looking at, I'll bet you this is a dipstick. There should be a dipstick up here, but, well, there's not. At least that's where it's always at on the other ones. So why is it not?
He probably was going to put a dipstick on it, but just never got around to doing it.
With how stuck that was in there, I doubt that's been out probably since this thing was new. I just want to see now because I'm curious. I wonder if this is a dipstick. And if it is, well, see how easy that turned now?
Yeah.
I bet you this is a dipstick. Or this is where the engine fill is.
That's a little,
Wow.
that's a little thing.
You guys could have told me that the dipstick was right there. Yeah, as soon as I started pulling on it, I felt it. I felt it touch. And I thought, well, that's great. I knew it was somewhere. So I guess that's just a plug. I've never dealt with an 8-horse before that was like that.
So you guys flip the tractor over to drain it?
No. There's a drain bolt right here.
I know.
That's where you drain it.
I'm just saying.
I also see the motor's not fully bolted in, so the story does, so his thing he said does check out. The motor doesn't, or hasn't been, might possibly have been rebuilt. Maybe I shouldn't be turning it over now, actually.
Another thing. At least draining the oil on this will be easier than the Sears.
You haven't got no oil to drain.
Well, I'm just saying for future reference, because when it comes to this here, remember, you gotta take the whole engine out in order to drain the oil.
Right.
When it comes to this, you can either just roll it over to drain it.
I don't have my phone. I was gonna say, do you have your phone?
No, I do not. Ow.
I hear it. So that means potentially there's something down there. Can't get it to look.
Well, that's a convenient spot for transmission fluid to be added.
Well, it just slipped out something. I wish I could see the. Where is the shaft? On the bottom of it. I can't find it. Is that it? No. And it also makes you wonder. Well, there's your brake. It's only got.
You know, look at this.
Interesting.
That's convenient for checking your transmission fluid. It's always got to be in the most random spot.
What's up with this gear shifter? It doesn't sound any different. In neutral. Reverse, second, first, third. This shoot. Is it supposed to move side to side? I mean, it's doing that. And I can't get it to go this way or that way. I don't think it should do that. I mean, there. So now I should be in third gear. Look under there and see if the hub on the transmission spins.
Alright.
We'll see.
Go.
Is it spinning?
No.
Do you even see where the hub is? Spin it. Are you sure? Let me look under there.
Alright, I probably didn't see it. I'm probably dumb, but.
I wonder if it's even here.
Ready?
I see that. It doesn't even turn the.
Huh?
Try putting it in a gear. Let's spin this. It didn't even grind. Wait a minute. Ooh. There we go.
Hang on.
So with this pushed, I see.
There you go.
So what did you do? How'd you get it to go in gear?
Move it in a V and it'll go into gear.
In a V?
Yeah, watch. See, look.
See that?
Well, look. See how it's in first gear right now?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, is that why it? Okay, I see.
It's a little complicated, but it works.
All right, well, that explains it.
Cool.
So we got a good gearbox. Now what I would do, and I'm thinking about doing, is hooking this up behind a tractor and pulling it around with it in gear, because I don't know how long it's been since this tractor's been even rolled around and the transmission fluids have gotten a chance to move around in there.
I'll get a seat for it before we do that. Because I want to actually sit
I want
on
to test the brakes.
I'd like to sit on this thing. So.
It's got brakes. Get it to roll. Oh yeah, it's got brakes. They work. Cool. So how do you put it in neutral? Does this, oh, this clutch, I wonder if that clutch pedal,
It's a new spring.
I don't see where a clutch, I almost feel like up here where the belt mounts to the flywheel on the engine, or the pulley mounts to the flywheel, I feel like there should be an idler
Shaft driven.
up there with a linkage running to it, but I don't see a clutch. All I see is it goes back to the brake. But again, I haven't looked underneath of it yet, just except for that hub.
I know that shaft driven gear drive tractors are pretty good, but they bother me sometimes, that's all.
Josh, come here. A pulley runs off of here, goes down to
Yes,
another
yes,
pulley
I know.
and a belt.
I know. I'm just
I
saying,
want to know.
sometimes it's pretty jumpy.
Yeah, I want to know, is there an idler pulley in here somewhere that loosens the belt so that it can move, or does it pull the drive shaft away from the transmission? What in here that puts it in neutral so you can change the gear, engages the clutch? All that pedal over there does is seems like it engages the brakes. That is the only thing that it seems to do. Again, I haven't looked under there.
I don't know. We probably have to look up something on these tractors.
Let me get under here and let's see what it is. So taking a look under here, this is the clutch pedal, as you can see. And it also goes back to this linkage. So what I want to see under here, looks like something goes right there. And up there's where the drive shaft would come down. Right there's the steering linkage. There's where the drive shaft wants to come down. So I wonder, I don't know, I saw a spring. I thought I saw some kind of spring assembly on this drive shaft. Yeah, right there. Oh, I bet you I know what it does. This hooks into where that clutch is, where that weird clamp piece was I was showing you guys. I'll bet you this goes in there, that pulls this back and disengages it. It almost, that's a clutch. This pulley right here, I bet you is stationary. This back here almost looks like a clutch. I'll bet you this pulls this piece back and somehow disengages this pulley from the drive shaft. And the pulley has some kind of bearing in it probably, and it probably spins on its own when this clutch is pulled away. There's a clutch up here too. I bet you this moves back, this moves a little bit, and it's sitting on a bearing, and then it just floats. And then this gets pushed back on it by this spring, and then when that's pushed back on it, it meshes with this clutch up here, and this clutch back here pushes on this as well, and I'll bet you that's what does it. What do you think? I bet you that's what it is. That's some kind of clutch assembly in the drive shaft, which is actually really cool.
Possible.
It's almost what it looks like, because you look at it, I can see right here, it's separating. I can see right here it's separated. And you can also see it right here, you can see the gap. They're separated. That's something. I'll bet you that's some kind of clutch, which is actually really cool.
Hey John. What are you going to say when he shows up again with the rest of the parts for this and it has fenders?
I think that'd be really cool. So, you guys are all probably wondering, and I'm not sure if we're going to get this tractor running in this video or not. The plan is, I just kind of wanted to look over it and see what all was here and make sure that everything on it was good and get to show you guys the tractor. What do you guys think of it? Do you guys think this would be a cool channel project? Do you guys want to see more videos on this? Or do you guys think that we should just kind of do this off camera and just get it running? I do want to do a little bit on camera though. I do like making these videos for you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if any of you can help me out a little bit, and also tell me how that clutch works, because I'm actually really curious. I'm pretty sure I nailed it on the head when I looked at it and gave off my idea. It would explain why this spring is here. It would explain why this spring right here is there on the drive shaft. I see a grease fitting. Yeah, that makes me think that even more, because that would move. Since it's got that grease fitting on there, something moves. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're probably going to take this outside and pull it around behind a tractor with it in gear, just to get the fluids moving around in the transmission. I might add more to this video. I might not add more to this video. But I guess for right now, that's going to be it. So yeah, take care.